Ta-da. But you've got everything else towards you.
I can't read that.
You don't need to read that. You go up there to read because you're closer to
That's
it.
right, yeah.
So I need this.
No, you don't.
I do.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, number one. Good evening, number two. Welcome.
A warm welcome.
A very warm welcome.
How are you all this evening?
How's your diddly doing? On this Wednesday evening.
Midweek. Just saying, it's midweek.
It is, yeah. Is it technically, though?
Good morning, Wendy.
Good morning, Australian mummy.
Well, it won't be for Wendy. She's ahead of us, if that makes sense.
Good evening. Oh, sorry, I've got that on there again.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Good evening, Amazon. Hi, Bernadette.
Oh, is that high?
It's hi.
Sorry, I couldn't quite read it.
Do you need to...
Glasses, yeah.
Do you need to screen a bit closer?
No, because then we'd be closer and then...
We would be closer, yeah.
It's okay. I can read it.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good then. I think it is, yeah, it's at the bottom.
We're up to date.
Just checking.
Just checking.
BB.
Can I get a reading, please?
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point, not how are you?
Say what now?
What are you doing this evening?
It's so cold here. I had to keep my kids home from school. Minus 34.
Wow.
Minus 34.
That is cold, isn't it? You look much closer on TV screen than the tablet. Are we on your TV?
We are. Wendy likes to have us on the big screen.
Dare I say, how big is the screen?
It's a 24-inch television, but it's still a bigger screen than like a tablet.
Well, the thing is,
because
you get to a certain point, don't you, in life, and you can't see things so clearly. So maybe a screen's like 50 inches or something, and then we do really look big.
That is, yeah.
That's quite big, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, having a big screen. How big's your screen?
That would
Wendy?
need to be on the wall, wouldn't it, surely? Like a screen that big, surely that would be like a wall-mounted telly.
Not necessarily. You can have them standing upright. On a stand.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't got that issue. I ain't got a telly, so...
Next one's going to be 50 inches. Well, then we're going to be huge, aren't we?
Yeah.
For Wendy, at least.
I was going to say, they do say that the camera puts on... How many pounds?
20, apparently.
It can't be that much,
No.
surely. It's like nearly 3 stone. Is it 2 or 5? We're actually a lot slimmer in person.
I'm only 9 stone. Was I an artist in the past lives? In this life, I am. I struggle here and there.
Mm.
Well, you could have been.
You could have been, yeah, but I think most artists of any genre of art have what do they call it? Artist block. I think that's perfectly natural thing
to have
happen.
when she says she's struggling here and there.
Yeah.
See.
Is that what you mean? That you kind of
Mm.
struggle to create, or do you mean struggle to? I don't know. Do you sell your artwork? Do you mean struggling that way? You do have that. Yeah.
I do have that.
That's perfectly normal, Bernadette.
Just get back into your flow.
I find what really helped me get out of those kind of blocks, if that's what you want to call them, is to try something completely different. So say like you use acrylic paints, maybe try watercolour paint or oils, or just, I don't know, something just completely different for what you normally do. That normally kind of gets things.
Yeah,
Something to get
again.
excited about, yeah, and then it just helps
Yeah.
with that creativity again.
Do you think having like an open, clear mind would help?
It does, yeah.
So if you've got stuff going on in your life, for instance, therefore there's going to be a block somewhere along the lines, potentially.
Although I find that, like, while you're being creative, actually that's really great for that sort of thing, because I always find you kind of shut out all that kind of noise because you're so kind of engrossed and involved in what you're creating that it kind of blocks all of that out.
Yeah. I have high expectations and I'm hard on myself. When I don't succeed, I crumble. I have been trying oil paintings. It's horrible. Try not to be so hard on yourself. I suppose you're your own worst critic.
Yeah, again, most artists are though. We're terrible at it. Like I used to do stuff, and then, like, you know, you want to post it online because there's a bit of you thinks, oh, you know, I am actually a little bit proud of this. I see what other people think, and then everyone's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And I always did that thing where I go, yeah, but, and then I would point out the faults in it. And somebody said to me, like, wait, if you didn't say anything, like, we wouldn't have even noticed. It just is whatever it is that you've created.
So you're your own worst enemy in that sense.
Yeah. So I get where you're coming from, but I completely understand where you're coming from. But
just try to get back into your flow.
The faults that we see in what we're doing, people just don't see them. But I'd imagine oil painting is particularly difficult to master. So maybe like try something that's a little bit more forgiving, say.
Yeah.
Like acrylics or watercolour.
Crayons. Go back to basics. No, there has to be a starting point, doesn't there?
It does, yeah.
You know, and if you go back to this...
that you're not wrong. They do say that, like, even doodling on a bit of paper with just an ordinary pencil, just doing doodles.
I'm no artist, but I am influenced when I doodle.
Yeah, you are.
Massively.
Yeah. Gosh, guys, I struggle enough with paint by numbers.
Be good on yourself or to yourself. Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah.
That's true. We really are our worst enemies. That's correct.
We are, unfortunately. Yeah, I think most people are far too self-critical of themselves, aren't they?
Because it's easy enough to, you know, talk about your own faults, but again, you're going up another level when you've created something, and then you're even then taking it to another zone, if you want to call it that, to then potentially self-sabotage. So when it's self-sabotaging and you're critical about your own work, what does that say about the lessons in life in which you lead? Because if we talk about empowering oneself, working out our own truths and what we deem worthy, how do you see yourself in the world? Are you worthy enough to be that person who is, you know, masterfully creative in what they do, but also very, very pleased with what they do?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a twister, isn't it? Some of my art's on my YouTube pages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's good.
But like everything, isn't it? You know, in terms of art, it's you create it from what you deem to be inspirational, inspiring, etc. And the thing about art is that I would imagine it's critical by everybody.
It is. It's very subjective, no matter what it is you're creating. So my best advice is create from your heart and create what it is that you love to
And
create.
what would you say if someone is
And
critical of something that you've
well, I
done?
was going to say, and therefore it makes it harder. Not harder. It makes it easier to take criticism on board. And I have been, that has happened to me. I was commissioned to do a dog portrait. I think I've probably spoken to you about it before. And I did this really beautiful Alsatian portrait. And the person, they didn't want, normally, like, I'd give the option that they could see the updates of the artwork just to make sure like they're happy with each stage. And he was adamant he didn't want to see anything, so I just want to see it at the end. And I was like, okay. And I I sent him the final photo, and he just went, "That's not my dog." And I was just like, what do you mean it's not your dog? And he was like, "Well, I'm an Alsatian aficionado, and this is wrong, that is wrong." And it destroyed me. It completely destroyed me. And I was one of these Facebook groups. I was a member of an artist group on there, and I was like, because I felt like I was going mad.
Yeah.
So I posted the reference photo that I was given, and I posted my artwork for like artists to kind of critique then as well. Like, am I wrong? Is he wrong? And all of them are just like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, I'm no good with the whole measuring thing. But some of them are like proper artists, and they did all of that, and they were like, no, like the proportions are spot on, and I don't know, yeah. So anyway, it went to a charity auction, and it helped a dog charity instead. I raffled it off and made some money for a charity. So I think with art, it takes a lot of discipline and freedom to create while shutting off outside noises and comparison. Yeah, I think that's the other thing you should never do, is compare yourself to other people.
Yeah. That's the thing about this type of work as well, though, isn't it? There's so many different people doing different things out there, and you hear people going, "Oh, they're better than this is better than that." It's all sort of egotistically led in the way of, "I'm better than you," and it's like we're all entitled to see the world how we see it. Nobody asks for a view or an opinion on whether or not you're better than that person or this person or whatever. It's very similar, I would imagine, in the art world, where you're being criticised for certain things, or someone else says, "Well, they're better at this type of work." Well, great for them.
Yeah.
Each to their own is what I say. And if you're happy doing what you're doing, Bernadette, crack on and do it.
Yeah. To me, just got to create from the heart and
go within.
Yeah. Interesting.
It is, considering we're only 15 minutes in.
We've gone diving in head first.
Absolutely. In your own time, people.
Pop up in a minute.
What was it?
It's a good topic. It is.
Well, it certainly creates a talking point, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So, what do my ancestors think about my arts?
Do you want my real answer? My real answer? What does it matter? What your ancestors think about your art? It doesn't matter. What matters is what you think about it. Where do you value what you do?
Which is kind of what we were saying about people criticising what we do.
Don't be worried about what your ancestors think about what your artwork is. because that to me is craving attention, craving the admiration of someone or some beings to give approval on what you've already given yourself approval on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to have that type of thinking or thought process in your mind, because if you're thinking like that all the time, it ain't going to do your own mindset any good.
No.
Try empowering your own mind about what it is that you find good about what you do. And I'm pretty sure spirit love what you do. If you're an artist and you're influenced by them, then great. If you see yourself being influenced by the things, the beauty of the world, etc., people, whatever it is that gives you that inspiration, that is the gift that you're connecting to. That's what the creator is inspiring within you, to reach out within yourself and find that creative force and let it flow through you. It matters to me because I have a mission here to complete and generations of chains to break. Well, I'm sure you're on your mission then already. Generation chains to break. It's a bit generic, really, for me to understand what
I'm
that
not sure what
means.
you quite mean by that, Bernadette.
Agree. Ancestors should honour what you do in this life,
All our loved ones
in your
care
life.
about is that we're
Yeah,
doing the things that we love. It really is as simple as that. As long as you're doing what you love, that's all they care about.
yeah,
I've always felt our spirit family are always supportive in what they do and
yeah,
what we do. Yeah, they do.
yeah, because they come from a place of love, and from that
Unconditional
expansional,
love, may
yeah,
I add. Not, I'm only going to love you because you're doing a great piece of artwork. It doesn't work
doesn't
like that. They
matter.
love you even if you did the most rubbish thing on earth.
Yeah, like my doodles, it doesn't matter.
No, it's
It's
unconditional.
unconditional, and I know from what I do with my doodling, I'm inspired, I'm creative, I'm in that flow of connection, connectivity. It works. I don't kind of, with all due respect, I don't have to sort of sit and worry about whether or not my ancestors think what I do is important enough or anything else in that sense. But what I am inspired to do is what I expect and how I understand my ancestors to be like, is that they are influencing me from the other side with unconditional love. That's all I need to know. Good evening, Susan, by the way.
Yeah, hi, Susan.
So I think sometimes, Bernadette, you put a lot of pressure on yourself
Unnecessary
unnecessarily.
pressure.
And we create this mindset of, like you've just said in your statement about breaking chains and what your ancestors think about and all the rest of it. Try focusing on what it is that you're supposed to be doing in this life. You chose to come here for a reason.
And that reason isn't to break generational chains, whatever that means. That is not your mission here. It's nobody's mission here.
You've chose to live a life, and we would say find the joy in that life. And if you're creative enough to be an artist, that joy will flow through you like water would.
That is our mission.
Amazon Tonkin.
Agreed.
Agreed, yeah. I don't know what that last word is. Finch or something.
I don't know because I don't know.
Oh, it's made up. Okay.
We just call it Amazon. It's fine.
Amazon, yeah.
Yeah.
I think kind of breaking down those barriers really helps having a better understanding about the truth of a life rather than what we are led to believe from what we see from others and stuff like that. We kind of need to get our feet back on the ground a little bit, not being so up in the air with our thoughts about this, that, and the other. We live and breathe a life here. So on that aspect of things, of how we see it, live your life. At the minute, from what I can tell, from what you've said, you've got a family, you've got children, you've got something to do with artwork. Is Bernadette the one that's got a podcast as well?
I believe so.
Yeah, so whatever it is that you're talking about on your podcasts, etc., that is going to be something that again is part of your artistic flow. You know, you're connecting in that way. So follow your heart in that sense, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, she says I do have a podcast.
Yeah. Mrs. McGonagall, good evening.
Good evening, Melanie.
Very nice of you to join us. A bit late, but never mind.
Yeah.
I do have a podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it's similar to what we do, I suppose, on here. Is this a podcast?
Well, no, I don't think it is considered a podcast.
Not per se,
no.
but it is a live with conversation.
It is,
mixes.
Yeah.
I do like our topics of conversation, though.
I do too, yeah.
I find it interesting. You know, and through our conversations, we only aim to help people see a little bit clearer.
It's breaking down barriers, isn't it? Those walls that we build up around ourselves, and actually they just become massive blocks in our life and how we move forward. And I would say 99.9% of the time we don't even need them there in the first place. So
we put them there.
We do, yeah. For whatever reason, we've heard something from somebody else, and we've taken that on to be our truth. And
yep. I thought it started at 8. It's never started at 8. It's always started at 7:30. You should know this as Mrs. McGonagall.
It's never ever started.
And Joe, where have you been?
No, another one.
Another late starter. It's just not good enough, is it? I think
she does say I'm sorry at least.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. She doesn't start arguing. Well,
Joe.
You don't start at 8. Since when? As if that's going to get her out of the bad books. Yeah.
It's really difficult, isn't it? Because we are so influenced by
Massively.
so many people and things around us, and we forget sometimes just to follow what's in our hearts and
what's happening now in our lives,
and know what's our own truth.
Oh, I'll let you off, David. I'll let you off.
Oh dear.
Us men have got to stick together. You're fine. Turn up anytime you want. It's absolutely fine. Wait for the stick now. You know.
I think we need to have a conversation after this life.
I don't think we do. I think we're fine. But yeah, like you talk about we miss sometimes. We're looking for something bigger in life.
Yeah.
When actually that is our life. Don't make it any worse, David. Teachers and in reality, we lose track of the life in which we're already in.
Yeah.
I
think the more simple we can keep our lives, I think the better. So try not to overcomplicate things.
And be simple-minded. Wait a minute. No.
Hang on. That doesn't sound right.
No. Step back for a moment. Not simple-minded, but be, like you say, simple in our minds.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we always want more and more.
We do, yeah.
And why do you think that is? Because there's something in your soul, your life, that you feel you've not achieved yet, or you've not walked down, or you're missing.
And you're trying to replace it with
something bigger than what it needs to be. And in reality, if we just acknowledge the things we have, the people we have in our lives, the experiences we've already been through, and learn to understand and say, well, I'm not going to let that affect me anymore. I need to let that go, work through this, let that go, etc. And start to find the joy again in your life. You know?
That's true, man. Yeah, just take it day by day. It's always a good start.
Yeah. And you know what? If you have a bad day, you're going to have bad days. Not every day is going to be fantastic. It's just the way it is. Although we strive to work on that energy of being in that moment of here and now, we focus on what's around us now. we are human. We do make mistakes. We do things and say things, and we get upset by things. We're influenced by things. But as long as we pull it back to a point where we can then understand, actually, yep, that was a bad day. I'm letting that go. I'm not going to let that serve me any longer. I'm letting it go. Tomorrow is going to be a better day. And you can make changes.
As long as you're happy, healthy, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, that works for you, Joe. That's great.
Mm.
You know, you just got to find that balance within yourself.
Yeah.
Or in Joe's case, cake.
Well, you know, there can be balance in cake as well. Like if you get the proportions and ratios of sponge to
Sugar.
vanilla cream, and there's balance in everything.
Exactly. It's an interesting topic, isn't it? Right, let's start on another one. Don't want to go heavy.
Sorry.
I'm not talking to you. Sorry.
Definitely learn by our past and try and do better for ourselves. It's all a lesson.
Do you know, if we all tried to live a lighter life, how do you think we would actually feel? Would we put down all those, how do we say, blockers? You know, the fear of not achieving something, the fear of not having something, or the fear of not being a certain way or a certain person, and just find ourselves, our true selves, and working on being that. That would make a better start, would you not think? Cake can be healthy too.
Can I have that recipe?
Unbalanced cake is not good.
No, it's not.
No. Wendy's been making rock cakes again.
Oh, I haven't had a rock bun for years.
Okay. But yeah, that kind of like, if we get back to the basics of who we are. See, the thing is, we're so tempted by what is out in the world today. We think it's unachievable, don't we?
Yeah.
So all these, things that we see, and we are influenced, if you like, by social, by even the TV, things that
Massively
we see.
so.
But that wasn't always the case, So therefore, if we go back to what our own desires are, whether you want to be the best chef in the world or just the best cook for yourself or the best baker for yourself.
Or your family.
Or your family. As long as you're doing it from a good place, you can't really go wrong.
No.
You're not saying you want to be the next, I don't know,
Gordon
famous
Ramsay.
chef or whatever, yeah. Just as long as you're cooking and doing something that brings you joy in life. And that's the same for whatever you're going to be a chef, a mechanic, an artist. It doesn't matter. Those basic principles, I think, will stand still and stand you in good stead. I make a great pot noodle. Do you?
There's a lot involved there. You've got to peel the lid open without spilling it everywhere.
Sneezing
You then
in it.
got to extract the little sauce thing and put that safely so you don't lose it.
And boil the kettle.
Then you've got the hazards of the kettle.
Oh dear.
Getting it to the right water level so it doesn't become like too dry or isn't all watery.
Do you know there's a level marker?
There is, yeah. And then you've got to leave it sit for long enough so the noodles actually cook through or soften. I don't think they cook, do they? They're just softening up. It's technical, that is. I like mine with toast. I like Dunkin' toast in my poor noodle.
That doesn't surprise me.
I like taste of my soup too. Just putting it out there. Getting it to, yeah, telling you. Sounds easy.
Well, the way
But
Mrs. McGonagall was going on about it, she's made it from scratch. And I'm not sure I believe
got the
her.
flour and the eggs.
And the ramen.
And they did the thingy they do with pasta. The shaky thing.
Right, it's time. For me.
Amazon's like, that sounds like a lot of work.
Is that too much hard work? Oh.
And in reality, it takes like 3 minutes or however long it takes for the kettle to boil.
How long do you leave it to stand?
4. It's got to be a good 4 minutes.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
As long as it takes to cook your toast by the sounds of it.
But that's what I do. Is I put the water in the pot noodle and then I fold the lid back down so it keeps all the steam and everything in them. And then once I've done that, then I deal with the toast.
Listen to the skill in this. It's amazing.
And then once the toast is done and buttered and, cut in half, then by the time you've done that, you're good to go.
Me too, Bernadette. But I enjoy
the luge. Oh, wait there. Bernadette said, who's been watching the Olympics? What's your favourite sports? I love skating. And then BB said, me too, Bernadette. But I enjoy the luge as well.
Okay, enlighten me. What's the luge? Or is that a typo?
No, I think it is called luge. Is that the single bobsled type thing? Where they go down on a bobsled thing, but by themselves. And they do it on their stomachs, don't they?
Okay, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
It is surprising.
Yes, it's a sled.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you say that? Because I know what that is.
But because the sled is not a technical term for it.
Oh, dear.
Doesn't sound very Olympian, does it? I went down the hill on my sled. There's a luge.
Sounds like swoosh. Skeleton. You can't go down and no. There's a bunch of weird sports names, yeah. Google comes in handy.
Yeah, Lee. Just Google it.
Yeah, Lee. Right, we're going to pull some cards for people. If anybody would like a card, please say so in the comments, and therefore we'll gladly come to you. And we'll get away from the Olympics.
I know for a fact Lee is not watching the Olympics.
No. Kiss My Lucky Egg. Local.
Oh, yeah, I love that film.
Oh, I know what that was.
That's
Yeah, I know
great
what that
film.
is. Yeah.
With John Candy.
Yeah. No Ways, Zero Sport. What's that?
Oh, I don't know what Joe said.
What did Joe say?
I don't like any sport.
Ah. Oh, hang on. Who said we're missing on who said cards first?
I know, because you keep back-chatting to... Not back-chatting.
Back-chatting? Don't you back-chat me?
I don't mean back-chatting.
Over-talking?
Back-tracking.
Is that something to do with Olympics?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go Amazon.
I like the one where they did the skiing.
Hang on, you're backtracking again.
And then they did the shot thing, shooting in the middle, and then they go off skiing again. I like that one.
Amazon card, deck one or two, please. What do they call that then? Come on then, Google people. What's that called? Yeah. Let's see who's got you back now then.
They did the cross-country skiing, and then they ski into the bit where they do the shooting thing, and then they go off skiing again. Like, nobody cares. They're just like, just give me a card, will you? Uh,
One and
that
one and
is good
two.
too. I love all those winter sports.
Right, Amazon. Composure. I would ask you to seek composure. So where life is bringing up certain elements of discomfort, anxiety, stress, I kind of want to say to you, find your inner self again and reach for some composure. Find that place where the quietness can be found within yourself. Sometimes you might have to go to somewhere kind of where it is quiet to do this. So it's no good doing it, when there's people around, etc. You've got to go and find a little place. Almost like as if you said, if you're going to go and meditate somewhere, but do it in a quiet spot. But I need you to find some composure. Now, again, please talk back to us as we're talking here. Because, we need that conversation with you. I want to say you've got a couple of choices coming up for yourself, which is why I think you're needing this composure. Because I think one is kind of going to rattle you a little bit, and the other one is going to feel like it's rattled you, but you're not quite sure where it sits. I think you're going to need to find some quiet time to figure out which direction you want to go in here.
Yes, things are being crazy, especially with a particular connection with someone.
Are you finding or feeling that you're getting to the point where you're reaching the end of your tether? Do you understand that phrase where you're kind of reaching your limits of how much you can take? Because if you don't have composure, then you then tend to explode, and therefore a reaction is inevitable. It's going to come out of you, and it's not always necessarily the right reaction because it's coming out in a stressful, heightened environment, and therefore you might say something that you might regret, and it is going to be hard to take that back. Yes, I'm at my limits. And hence why I said I feel you've got a couple of decisions to make. I kind of feel one is you stay as you are, two you make a life changing decision. But you've got to find that for yourself really. But you're only going to find this when you go within yourself. You're not going to find your answers looking at other people to tell you what to do. You're going to have to find those answers within yourself. That's going to literally say, this is where you want to go, and this is what you need to do, etc. As it go in a direction in life. The trouble is, when we hear it and we know it comes from within, the first reaction is usually to, it's going to sound harsh, this, yes, I'm still out of limits. The first reaction is to sometimes ignore that advice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave that one with you.
That's tough looking inside.
It is.
It
but
can be, yeah.
You've got to be truthful to yourself and listen to what your inner self is telling you, not the ego side of you, your intuition, your influence, your place of where you get your balance from. Okay? What you got?
What should I say? I feel like I'll make the wrong decision.
Well, if that's how you feel, you need to go back into that state of quietness, find your composure again, and just reconnect with that energy about what it is that you need to do. If the same answer comes back, there's your confirmation. But if you're still doubting it, do it again. And if it still comes back the same, fair enough, there's your answer. But after 3 times, I'd stop.
Would you?
Yeah,
You've got a limit. No, I didn't have one come out, but I did. You said something. I can't remember what you said now, but like, I felt like sometimes people will push us to purposely create a reaction from us. So I was just going to say, just be a little bit careful about people doing that to you. I also want to say that there's a feeling here that sometimes we kind of give a little bit too much of ourselves away and you have to be careful of that as well. I know it's nice doing things for other people, looking after other people, but unfortunately sometimes we kind of get caught up in then not looking after ourselves and not treating ourselves in that nice, same, kind, caring way. So it's just about protecting your own self and your own energies a little bit more as well. Amazon, it's okay to say no to people, is what I want to say. And that, I know that can be difficult too. Most of us have that tendency to be
People pleasers.
people pleasers.
Yeah.
And it's something else that we then have to relearn, is how to say no. Yeah, you do.
Well, we hope that helps.
Yeah.
Who would like another card, or a card, I should say, not another card? We're only getting one.
Just wait. It's a bit slow coming up there. It can cause, I've programmed myself to be a giver, but I'm really, really tired.
Well, stop programming yourself then.
Yeah.
Try being a giver to yourself.
Yeah.
Give yourself what you need. Lol, 2 please. Joy and contentment, Melanie. There you go. I feel that's something you're looking for or searching for. Please have a card. Yeah, you're going to have to hang on a minute there, Trinity Healing, because we're going with
It's
Huh?
it's M's. She's just using a different account.
Well, why would she confuse us like that? And you're late, by the way. That's another one. Joy and contentment. Yeah, I feel like you're either nearly reaching for this or you've got it, but I just feel like something is just out the side of you, out of reach for you right now. So maybe you've got ideas, desires to achieve something, do something. I just want to say it's whatever it is, it's coming in, but it isn't in yet. And the sense of I'm almost there. I'm almost at that pinnacle point where I feel like I've just about reached where I need to be, and got there. The trouble is, and I'm not putting it down on anything like that because that's not my intention, but my awareness says, actually, remember, these are phases in our lives. They come in and they go out again. They come in and they go out again because that's what they're supposed to do. We can't just stay in joy and contentment. I think we aim to be in that situation. We aim to be in that place, but life will throw things in our way. And I think if life hasn't already thrown something in your way, like a curveball, shall we say, and then we do need you to respond, by the way, Mrs. McGonagall, don't just sit there. You've not said one word back to us at the minute. I kind of want to say, like, if you started something new and it's going great at the beginning, like it always does, whenever you start something new, then you get a curveball and it puts you off kilter for a little bit. Well, it's supposed to do that to you. Do you know that? Definitely depression is a struggle. Yeah. But when you're in that space and you're trying to find that joy and contentment and you reach it and it then gets thrown a kilter and you get thrown off kilter, you then say to yourself, well, hang on a minute, how do I then get back to it? So it feels like you're always chasing that area or that place to be. I want to say to you, family is important. For whatever reason, I'm being shown family. When I think about what makes you happy, and therefore what gives you that balance in life. When you think of them in your family, whoever it is that is your family, it doesn't matter who it is or where it is or how many of them there are, it's just that moment of connection to family. I feel like that lifts you up a little bit. That's kind of what I'm saying. It lifts you up to the point where you're feeling that connection again, and then it kind of dips again. So just be aware of that. But like anything, it's a cycle. Things will move forward for you. You will change directions, thought processes, and patterns, and then something else will step in for you. So, try not to get too down in that situation.
Mm.
Only got my yeah. That's why I said
Mm.
whoever it is that you think of as your family,
Mm-hmm.
they are the ones that will raise you up. Okay. I've got to say as well, someone else is stepping in. You know when you can get a nosebleed
Mm.
and you can't stop a nosebleed.
Yeah.
And the only reason I know, I used to suffer with those things, and
Mm.
that's why they're using that with me. It's like pressure in the head and nosebleeds. So I don't know if you can take this yourself or if you can take this around you, but that's what I'm getting around me when I'm sort of connecting in, and I'm asking for more help. Oh, what's that? You know when you so someone around you again in spirit. You know rosemary beads.
Oh, yeah.
They hold them, don't
They
they?
do,
Is it
yeah.
like a prayer thing?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Someone stepping in with a rosemary bead. So if my daughter gets them. Oh, you mean nosebleeds?
Mm.
Right. Okay. Um, I feel that someone in spirit. It feels a little bit like as if this person was not a nun, someone of that spiritual nature stepping in
Mm.
and got these rosemary beads, and I feel like they're using them. But if you have you been asking and praying and working out, asking for help, what you need from whoever it is that you need from, to get your guidance and get your, oh, I wish this was well, or I wish that person was better.
She's got them over her mum's photo.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Okay, but there is someone stepping.
Mm.
I can't take away the fact that someone's stepping in, holding these, and I feel like this is like someone of a spiritual nature. So I'm not saying it's mum because I feel I've got the habit. Not I've got a habit. They wear a habit, don't they? Is that the word?
Yeah.
A habit,
Yeah.
and therefore it's like I can see a church scene, and I don't know if this person that you would be aware of them as well. Did they have a slight accent? Did they have a different accent to you? Just be aware of this person as well. But I'm in a church scene and I'm praying. I'm asking for help, and I feel that energy is stepping in for you. Does this make sense to you? Man, we're gonna go. It's slow to respond tonight, isn't it?
Scottish. She's on Facebook though.
She lived with nuns.
Oh wow. I didn't even see that. Sorry, I just saw the Scottish bit. I didn't even see the comment above.
Oh
That's
wow!
incredible.
So, without sort of trying to be funny, Melanie, where are you living now? What area in the country? Because if you're in Scotland, then that's fair enough. But if you've not got a Scottish accent, like I've said, and you're, I don't know, in Wales or
Mm.
South or somewhere like that, then that would even make it even more sense to me, if that makes sense. Scottish, yeah. Because I can see candles being lit as well,
Yeah.
and it's like a really
It's quite a Catholic
yeah, maybe
type thing, isn't it?
England.
Rosemary.
Wow. I love how much effort you put into telling us. It's amazing. Believe it or not, England's quite a big place, But I feel that she would have lit candles, or this person around would have. Stepbrother coming down from Scotland next week. Oh,
wow.
wow. Have you ever been to this church or this place where the nuns worked, lived? I don't know what they did, but I can just see it's like the lighting is so beautiful with all these candles, and someone's lighting them. But don't you light a candle for somebody?
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, don't you light a candle and then send up a
A
prayer for
prayer.
them?
Yeah, that's what I kind of feel like I'm saying. So maybe you can. Have you visited this area? I don't know. It's very interesting.
No.
Well, it's been lovely talking to you, Mrs. McGonagall. I will pass you over to Marie.
Melanie. So first of all, the thing that really jumps out in this card massively so actually. Is I want to talk about a relationship that almost feels like it left a scar on your heart. Would you understand that? Like, I know people kind of, have boyfriends and girlfriends and you split up and it's a little bit upsetting, but I want to talk about something a bit deeper than
Yeah, like it's
just
imprinted on you.
like literally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can feel that.
Hmm. I also want to say that whoever this person was, that with hindsight, I think you recognise that this person was quite a dominant character.
Being a few. Could we have a little bit more wording, please, Mrs. McGonagall? You know?
There's one that sticks out more than any other.
Yeah.
Can I put it that way then, Melanie? That's not what I mean. Like, I know we all kind of get with partners and you break up and it's a bit upsetting. There's one particular one that was, I don't want to say damaging, but was particularly more hurtful for you. And if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. I'll move on. That's not a problem. But
Mm. Did you doodle a cross?
it is.
I wonder if she's got a cross.
Yeah, why? I'm a single mum and they always betray me. Okay. Okay, so like it kind of goes without saying then that like there's some healing within that scenario that needs to happen. I'm I don't know where you are in terms of, are you looking, are you not bothered? But if it's something that you want for the future, there is stuff that needs to be healed
Now?
now before you would even consider kind of entertaining somebody else again. Because what happens is that if we don't deal with it properly, you might think, well, I'm okay, I haven't been with somebody for a year, 2 years. But we do carry baggage with us, even if we don't realise it. And what we don't want to do is then carry that into a new relationship. And then I had a cross of photos on my wall. Yeah,
Yeah, you drew a
I
cross.
literally drew a cross on
Mm.
me. Bit of paper.
I think what you're saying as well, particularly in this instance, when we talk about they always betray me, we need to change that mentality because we're kind of sending out that mindset,
The
that
wrong
energy.
energy, because you'd almost
You're
draw
setting
the
yourself up
same.
to be drawn by the same
Yeah,
people again in a
yeah.
different format, energetically wise. And guess what? If you've not learned that lesson, that's what happens
Yes.
again. So
Yeah.
you're right. The healing thyself is very important. But I think that is something that you need to look into in terms of before you then move on, like you just said about if you're
Yeah.
looking now, etc., for another person to maybe be in your life, to have that person, you got to do the work first. Oh, that's what we would urge you to do.
Yes.
You know.
So the card itself is actually fire, and it's got an image slightly represents the heart. That's what I see in it anyway. So for me, this is about our burning desires in life and making sure that we're at least making our way towards them, even if we can't achieve what it is that we want right now, that we're taking those little stepping stones to move towards them, not to neglect them, not to forget because we're mummy, not to forget because we're sister, that this is about putting ourselves first as well. And there is also a very strong initial M as well that I see within this card. So the initial M as well, Melanie.
How cool was that? Are we moving on?
We are.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
Melanie.
we're opening the floor.
Hopefully you can take that last bit and you'll let us know.
Yeah, we'll open the floor to who may want a card. Cards. I nearly dropped them. Well, they are quite big for me to hold, so you know.
Amazing as always. Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
What we doing? Did you ask?
I did ask, but no one said anything. So,
Oh.
does anybody wish to have a card or a conversation?
Hello, hello, hello. Are you still there?
Me?
No, those
Them.
folks. Bernadette would like a card, and Ems would like a card.
Okay, well, was Bernadette first?
Mm-hmm.
Bernadette, we're coming to you. Okie dokie. Bernadette. No, hang on. Okay, 1 or number 2, please. Bernadette, give me a number 1 or number 2? Number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2.
Number 2, please.
So it's interesting, isn't it? We were talking about blockages. Good evening, Lisa.
Hi,
And we were
Lisa.
talking about with Bernadette earlier about how sometimes these blockages can kind of cause problems. Your card is take a step back, which is very, very good, really, because it coincides with what we're talking about. So, you know, the card is asking you to step back a little bit, you know, maybe not be so forceful in pushing forward what we think we want to have, but take time to step back, rethink, refocus, get our energies back together again, and think about what it is that we do desire in life, what we do wish to experience, and how we can masterfully walk through our lives knowing we are our own guide, if you like, for our own guidance system, our intuition that kicks in, that tells us, yes, we should go this way, no, we should go that way. There is a little bit of, I kind of want to sort of say, mystical energy about this card as well. I don't know if you have anything to do with the elements or anything like that, but there's a sense of using elements or the understanding of elements, the energetic elements, so earth, fire, air, you know, whatever. But getting back into connecting with earth, particularly the earth energies, I feel, the wind energies, you know, so, and working out, you know, just because we feel stuck, that beautiful, powerful, elemental energy can move things for us through our own bodies with our mind. I might here. Yes, I do. I was a mermaid in many lifetimes. I love water. My podcast logo is of water. There you go. So again, the elemental side of things is very important to you, which is good because it synchronizes and matches this card with you. I kind of want you to sort of understand that and let it go energetically and work out now if you can find yourself in a place of understanding about your energies and using these energies in the sense like you becoming masterful at these energies so that these energies will work with you as opposed to against you. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you can take this, Bernadette, but I have a lady stepping into your energies. And this lady that I think you might be aware of, she's showing me anyway that she was a bit of a home person in terms of when she was here. And again, the trouble is when we talk about like the older generation, the nans, the granddads of lives, you know, we might not necessarily always remember them, but they know us innately. you know. But she showed me a rather large, I want to say, crock pot, like you'd cook food inside this thing. But I think a lot of, again, it kind of feels seafoody. So there seems to be a lot of fish or a lot of crabs or something like that that you would cook in this pot and make up some sort of dish out of it. Do you understand this lady, Bernadette? Almost like she was like a nana or someone of that nature around you. Um, and I feel like she's stepping in and sort of saying it would have been her that would have taken care of the family, even though there might have been many, many children around who might not actually be part of her family. But it's like children from the area that, open house sort of thing, and everybody came in, and if there was food on the table, she would feed them all. It was that sort of thing, you know. Um, it wasn't a case of, well, I'm just serving or providing food for my own family. But I feel that that's what she's saying in this instance. Like, there's more to it than just being able to look after oneself. You can do more and serve more people, but it's about owning who you are. Okay, without being the kind of extrovert of, I used to do this and I used to do that, and I am this and that, and I was a past this and a past that, and all the rest of it. I feel she's trying to show you some homely kind of ideas about life. Now, again, if you don't know this person and she's not, you can't place her, which might be something that you can't do. Um, I feel her influence is trying to be that of around you, that she would have said, this is how I would have done things. And I'm only trying to give you help and guidance, because I feel like she's saying all you seem to have done, and I don't mean that in that sense, like you're always asking for help. You're always asking for the confirmation. Again, can you please respond to us, please? Because I'm rattling on and I'm not having a response back from you on anything. So please, it does help us if you correspond to us back. I feel like she would have, I kind of want to say, taken care of things. That's the influence that I feel she's putting on around you, like making you feel that there's an energy of responsibility of being able to take care of things. I have been responding. Well, I haven't seen them. Where's your responses then? I haven't seen them.
No, they are up there as well, though.
Oh, well, that's not what I was saying. There is no more responses from that.
No, because there's like, I'm Pisces, is that there?
Yeah, yeah.
It's also done there. So, yeah, they are up there.
Okay. Do you understand who this person is that we're trying to connect with you for you, Bernadette? I always find it interesting. As soon as we start connecting with someone, the people that we're working with step back. As in,
yeah. She said yes, my grandma.
Okay. If you had any thoughts or ideas about creating cards as an influencing from your grandmother, I feel that there is a part of you that might be able to create some cards. I'm going to leave that one with you. Have you got some?
I've got a little bit for Bernadette. So when I connected in with you, Bernadette, the first thing that they impressed on me was a huge amount of pressure inside my head. But I kind of feel like this is a pressure that you've almost created yourself. But I feel like this is from influence from other people, though. I think in a lot of areas of your life, you kind of, it almost feels like you're taking on that validation and opinions of everybody else around you, but perhaps not necessarily listening to your own guidance, your own intuition. And so the card that was actually pulled for you is called the drum. And when I pull this card, this for me is always about beating, would you understand the saying about beating your own drum, kind of like singing your own praises and walking to the beat that you've created for yourself, not what other people are trying to create for you. because that there is this real strong sense with you that you're so influenced by people that you come in contact, that somehow along the way you kind of
Get lost.
you've lost your own path from it all, and they're kind of like they desperately want you just to get back on your own path, listening to yourself, listening to what you believe to be true, and not what everybody else is around you. There's also a number 8. There's a strong number 8 in here. So number 8 seems to be significant. I'm not sure whether it's a birthday, it's a lucky number, but the number 8 is really strong in this card as well for you, Bernadette.
She says she's been replying, but I haven't seen them.
No, on here I've got, she asked for the number 2. She said it was a very nice card. She said, yes, I do. I was a mermaid many times in my life. I love water. And about the podcast, she says, I am a Pisces. I have been responding. Yes, my grandmother. Yeah.
I don't know where your responses are to either half the stuff that you said you were talking to, responding to me about, or which. But anyway, at least you've heard it from our side of the coin anyway. And you can go over this again at some point and start to reiterate and think about what's been said to you. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Bernadette, for working with us. Was it Ems? Ems, are you there? You still after a card, Ems? If so, come to the comments section if you wouldn't mind. As we say with everyone, please respond to us. It does help the flow of communication from you to us.
It is BB, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, please. I think everyone's a bit tired this week, aren't they?
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot to be said as well.
There's a lot going on.
Okay. Card for Ems. Number 1, number 2, Ems. Number 1, number 2. Thanks so much for the beautiful readings. You are most welcome. And did you get the bit about making cards for yourself, Bernadette? I would really like a response on that, please. Number 1 and number 2.
She's asked for number 1. Please.
Number 1, oh, she's gone against the grain. Everyone else goes number 2. There you go, number 2. Are you sure you want number 1? Sorry. And not number 2. Okay. Wow. Your card, Ems, opportunity and change. Now, I know we've had this turn up before for people, but again, I feel this is a little bit like, I feel like I'm starting something new here. And in doing so, you have to seek those opportunities and seek the changes that you want for you. Okay. So I do feel maybe at this moment you are feeling a little bit kind of, what's the word? Rabbit in headlights. You know, people might be asking you to do things or getting you to join things or learn this or learn that, or I don't know, whatever opportunities are coming up. But I feel like there's an opportunity for, thank you, growth as well. So with the change, there's growth being given within it. I did Trinity Healing last night, YouTube, made a Reiki video. Okay, cool.
Fantastic.
I feel like the opportunities are there around you, so you have to look for those opportunities. They'll come in thick and fast. Yes, love, I'm trying loads of new things. Yeah, that's great. But I feel like, see the rabbit in the headlights? I don't know what opportunities to take first. Which one comes up? Is this a good opportunity for me to take? I feel like you're just grasping and taking every opportunity that you can, which in essence is not a bad thing. But some might be, what's the word? Not a waste of time. That's not the word I want to use. But, you know, detrimental to you because it's not in line with where you want to be. So give it some thought before you commit to something rather than taking the opportunity. But take the ones that are going to give you growth and change, allow you to be the person that you're seeking to be. Okay. There is I was going to say a heavenly mother around you. Okay. Do you understand this? This person stepping in with a heavenly mother. This person's got long blonde hair. Okay. A soft, kind hearted person as well. That doesn't always reflect them when they lived on like a life on this side of the plane, I might add, but that's the impression that she's giving to me now. She is a soft, kind-hearted person, this lovely lady. Are both grandmas in heaven? Okay. This particular one would feel like she's been motherly to you, okay? Not just a grandma, but motherly. I do have an owl name with this person, so I don't know if you can take the name like Lynn or Linda, somebody like that. And she would have had a gold chain, blonde, long hair, not sure, but both my grandparents were lovely. Yeah. Do you know if they had long blonde hair in their youth, in their 20s or something like that? Because that's kind of the image in which I'm seeing. Okay. And do you know if they would have been the sort of persons that might have been near a sea or a beach? Because that's again the impressions that they're showing me. But there's also they're making me aware of the wind blowing in their face. Okay, so it feels like again when we talk about change, the wind. Have you ever heard that phrase? The wind of change is coming in, and they're showing me that changes are happening around you. Okay. Try not to see this person as the grandma figure in your visual aspect of what you remember them, but they're kind of showing me in their younger years. My grandma lived in Newcastle and went seaside a lot. Okay. Are you aware of someone around you who's almost been given like a fear of passing over? Like there's something terrible that's going to happen, or they've been diagnosed with something, or you've been aware of it in the family and you've been told about it.
I had a auntie
Lewis?
Lois, a great one. Apparently, she was a spiritualist. Could be here. She lived at seaside.
Okay, well, she's got long hair. Anyway, going back to this person, I feel this is a male person who's been either diagnosed or told something about passing over, like whatever it is that they've got, shall we say. It feels like it's like not a good thing. It feels not very good. Like there's a threat with this, like a threat for their own life in terms of how their own mortality is seen. A fear, if anything.
Yes, my dad went to the hospital, but I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, I feel that there's that threat of mortality about one's own invincibility, and therefore it kind of feels like I've had the wind taken out of my sails. Now, you might not be privy to the information; they might not want you to know, as in your parents now. Um, but just be aware that of this conversation. They said acid reflux, but apparently hernia is.
Hernia on his chest.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm worried for him.
Yeah, but it feels like he's been told, well, that's it, there's not a lot we can do now and all this business. And I don't feel it's that way at all. Don't get me wrong, we are not doctors. We're connecting to spirit, and that's what the information is being given by how it's being made to feel right now. So I kind of want to tone the energies down a little bit from the shock of, oh my gosh, he's nearly 80. Wow, bless him. That's a good age, isn't it? But at the end of the day, it feels very much like it shocked him personally, although he doesn't express that outwardly to people. Kind of blokes are a bit like that, aren't they?
They are a little bit, yeah.
They don't always say things, to how they are actually truly feeling. You say, you're okay, you're young, fine. And they couldn't be anywhere near it,
Yeah.
But inside, I feel that there's this bit of a shock, and he's worried about himself. And I feel like that's what this lady's coming forward to say. You know, he's been told some information. It kind of feels like it's like your mortality is at risk here, and all the rest of it. Like all of us, we'll go back to the Creator when our time is ready, and not before. You know. So be rest assured. Yes, love my dad. Yes. Well, yeah. Everybody, loves their own family. Yeah. I'm going to pass you over to Maria right now. So thank you for talking to me.
Yes, I just give him lots of hugs.
Yeah, cool. I'll pass you over to Maria.
Ems, quickly, sorry, because we are vastly running out of time. So the card that I pulled for you is actually an incredible card. It's called the Seer.
Wow.
So hopefully you have an understanding what a seer is. That would traditionally somebody that would be in a tribe that could foresee or predict what was coming up for the future. But again, you would have to rely on your instincts for that kind of intuition. And so symbolically within this card, there is also a mountain lion, puma, cougar, whatever you want to call them. Again, this is about, they represent about trusting your instincts, being able to face your challenges with grace. There's also a beautiful bird in this image as well. So for us, that always means seeing things from a higher perspective. So not being too blinkered, but being able to kind of remove yourself from a situation and looking at it from a different angle, looking at it from all angles before you make any choices, decisions, directions. And that's what I have for you.
Amazing.
Folks, we're so sorry. The time is just, as usual,
Got away from us again.
Absolutely flowing by. So thank you all for being here with us this evening. It's very much appreciated. If you are new here and you haven't done so already, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're over on Facebook, please give us a follow. It costs you nothing. It helps us massively, like you wouldn't believe. And other than that, we are back Sunday evening, 7:30 here in the UK. So please do come back, see us again.
Have a chat.
Yeah.
I'll say bye for now.
Take care. Bye.
Thanks, baby.